Hey there, Simon here from AQ Outdoors, and I'm really excited to be checking in with a quick first thoughts review on the new Pyranha ReactR and Dagger Indra kayaks. So in full transparency, I've only really paddled these on Class 2, easy Class 3 whitewater, but I am starting to form some thoughts around both of the boats. Right off the bat, I would say they're very unique and perform quite differently. I've tried both sizes of the Indra, and at the moment we only have the medium ReactR available, and I certainly wouldn't want to be paddling anything larger than that because it is a fairly big feeling medium boat. I'll start with the ReactR. First thoughts on their new outfitting is that Pyranha really hit the mark. I've been a huge Dagger outfitting fan for a long time and still am, but I feel Pyranha have gone a long way to bridging the gap as far as the quality and comfort of their outfitting. My first thoughts on the ReactR in flat water is it's super loose. It pivots under the seat really quickly, and I could see it giving newer paddlers a bit of a hard time because it would be quite hard to control. But for a more advanced paddler, that nimbleness, when translated into moving water, was really dynamic and super fun to paddle. There's the obvious bow rocker in the ReactR that skipped up and over everything that we threw at it, which was admittedly very small. And because I haven't paddled anything harder in it yet, it's hard to speak too much to the stern rocker, but the stern profile did make it very easy to sweep the bow up and over small waves and features. So I imagine that will translate very well into harder whitewater for sure. The one thing I really did like about the ReactR was doing bow draws. If you keep the boat flat during a bow draw, the boat turns very, very quickly and very dynamically, and it's very easy to accelerate out of those turns. The last thing of note for me is the ReactR felt like a boat that was very comfortable to paddle flat, which I really enjoy. The stern was not super grabby. It has a distinctly non-Pyranha feeling stern to me, sort of softer edges and such, but I really did like that. Because I haven't paddled it in anything harder yet, it's really hard to say much around what I don't like. These are more just cursory observations about how the boat performed in easy Class 2. So next, the Dagger Indra. So I've paddled this on some bigger Class 3 on the Elk River in Fernie, and here at Harvey Passage in some mellow Class 2, and I've paddled both the sizes, and I would say my initial first thoughts are I love the boat. The new thigh hooks in the Dagger outfitting is a huge win for sure, gives you more control and more engagement with the boat overall. In the small medium, the stern is definitely a bit more grabby than the ReactR. In the larger version, the stern stays high and dry, and I would be very comfortable paddling it in harder Class 4 and even easy Class 5. For more advanced boaters, I think it would be a boat that would very easily translate into a Class 5 environment. From an observation standpoint, watching some other young, strong paddlers use the Indra, the ability to pull the bow up and over some rather large foamy features was really quite remarkable, and there was never any inclination that it was going to backloop. The boat was getting close to vertical and just riding up and over some quite big holes and waves, which is really neat to see. It's a very modern style of paddling that is super fun. One thing with the Indra that was very different feeling to the ReactR is coming out of an eddy turn or a carve, is it tends to want to be on edge a little bit more, and it'll sort of slingshot that speed more effectively than the ReactR. The ReactR tends to spin out a little bit and wash out, whereas the Indra wants to carve and drive and continue that speed. So if you like paddling your boat on edge, the Indra will probably feel more familiar. If you like paddling the boat flat, the ReactR is probably going to feel a bit more comfortable to you. Again, with the Indra, I haven't really been able to formulate anything I don't like about it because these first thoughts are very much just commentary around what we've seen, and I haven't really been able to lean into the real nitty-gritty of the boat, and hopefully I'll check back in a little while with some more thoughts and feedback on that. But overall, it is definitely a new segment in whitewater. They haven't just made minor changes. The boats do feel very different, and I'm excited to paddle them more. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe to our channel. And for more information on the boats or us, you can find us at aqoutdoors.com.